up, gamers? Jason here, and today on Dice and Dragons I'm coming at you with another unboxing video. Now I know this is a little bit of an older game, well, not that old, only like a year or two, but I wanted to unbox it anyway. Part of the reason why is I want to show off the components. This was lent to us by Sammy G himself. Hopefully I can convince him at some point, he's a very busy man, to join us for maybe a playthrough or get him to do a review of the game. Now, what we've got in front of us is AMC's The Walking Dead No Sanctuary. I choked on that, so I'll just say it again. No Sanctuary, published by Cryptozoic and designed by Brady and Adam Sadler, the Sadler brothers. And for those of you that have been following the channel, you know that Julie and I definitely enjoy their games. Now, with that being said, let's go over to our top-down camera and let's start unboxing this beast. Now let's unbox The Walking Dead No Sanctuary. Now, I just want to highlight, this is more based on the TV show as it's AMC's The Walking Dead than the comics, and this includes over 50 plastic miniatures. There is a version of this with standees. That's not what we're unboxing. If you have the standee version, at least you now know what the discrepancy is. Now, let's get in here and see what we've got in the game. So, obviously, we get the rule book, and we've got a whole lot of scenarios. It doesn't look like there's actually too many pages of rules in the game, but fairly comprehensive. Actually, you know what? These are scenario sheets. I'm really not sure how I like this. I would have much rather these been in a book than individual sheets. Fairly easy to damage. I will put these over there, and let's slide the box over so we've got a little more room. And yeah, so this is a full rule book, but not overly long. Scenario sheets definitely do get a negative in my book, and just making sure we got everything on camera, it's fairly wide. So we've got the character sheets. Packaging is easy enough to open up. I'm going to actually keep the plastic just for a little extra protection on these. And as you can see, it's definitely the AMC's The Walking Dead. We've got the character stills. Rick, Daryl, Glenn, Merle. Yeah, it just looks a little surreal the way they've kind of placed it, almost the character in the comic book sitting in the background. T-Dog, Shane. Now these, that's the group sheet. Then we've got some rivals, so outlaws, strangers, and there you go. Now, yeah, I will keep the plastic. It's don't need to, but I always like having a little bit of extra protection for the game components. Now this is also Sammy G's game, so I want to give it back to him in good shape. We've got scenario tiles. Now it's only big tiles, meaning we're probably going to be playing either just on one map like Street Masters for those of you that have seen our review, or maybe one or two of them put together. So the game is mostly tiles. Got the helipad. Definitely looks like it's based on just season 1. There are some expansions out for the game. We only have 2 sheets of tokens, so not that many tokens. We've got some custom dice. Let's see what the symbols are. I have no idea what they do, but yeah, we've got this. Definitely looks like more like damage, and almost looks like defense or investigation, all with some custom symbols on it. Then here we've got the cards. Let's see, are these easy to get open or difficult like some games? So not a challenge. I actually really appreciate that. Get rid of the plastic. Let's see what we got. So lurkers, closing in. Let's take a look at the back, give us an idea. So these are just rule sheets for rivals and strangers. Brown sequence card, reference card. Dr. Jenner. I actually haven't seen all of the episodes of the first season of The Walking Dead. I know we're behind. Julie and I will get to it at some point. So gas mask walker reference card. So all of these things here are event cards, as we can see. So this is an event deck. What we get is lurkers, rustling. So there's a lot of lurkers. There's no escape. I'm guessing that these are for different scenarios, as you've got raiders. But we'll find out when we get a chance to actually play the game. I'll put the cards back there for the moment. It's quite clear that it's actually designed to be separated, and I really do appreciate the storage kit that the game comes with. Now let's take a look at these cards, which are the survivor cards, and looks to be like what your character is going to be using. Kind of like Street Masters. It definitely seems to have a little bit of Street Masters in here. And you've got a fair bit of cards for every survivor. Now it's kind of neat, so I guess I'm just going to try doing the storage quickly and showcasing what you can do with it. So you've got Shane. Now let's just take a little bit more look. So you've got whatever it takes. So green, yellow, and red cards. Not sure what the difference is, but you've got spaces for each character most likely. And even then, if we're looking at these events, for example, like lurker, well, last lurkers is right here, but no escape. I'm actually going to go from the back. Let's take these out, the reference cards, for a second. Let's just go from the back. I like keeping things in order. I know, a little OCD like that, but an easy trust. So it definitely seems like there's enough space to really put all of the cards in here in their own separate location, which I think is very cool. Now, I know everyone would like to see more stuff. I think I've done enough of it. I just really wanted to see if that was possible. And it is. Overall, very cool stuff. We'll put lurkers back. We then have two other small packs of cards. Now, the last one was easy. These are a little more difficult, but plastic rips easy enough. But it is still tight. It's going to be difficult to open this without necessarily damaging any of the cards. So here we've got just different map setups. So these are all different map cards. Place those over here. And then what would a zombie game be, especially a game that comes out after Zombicide, without some search cards? Gotta find resources. So we've got some objectives, equipment that can be found. It would have been nice if there's a little more detail to this stuff. It's just really words on the cards. Kind of bland. I'm not sure I love that art design. Hazards, and then secrets. Interesting. Place those just in here for the moment. And we'll try. It almost feels like before I rebox the game, I should separate everything just so that I'm saving myself the time of having to resort these cards after I rebox the game and everything gets knocked around a little bit here. But, definitely works well for storage. I'm just going to place these like this in the center. They're going to move around a bit. That's just the way it's going to be. And now let's take a look at the minis. Well, these are all taped together right now. Tape is easy enough to get off so far, even it wasn't very well done in the front. Definitely not sure I'm a big fan of how they taped it together, but the plastic packaging is good. I'm not sure if the tape was really needed to be honest. And let's see what we have now. There's 50 minis in the game, lots of different ones. I'm not going to go through every single thing. We still have some tape stuck there. We've got the ring bases to identify the characters. It's a 4-player game. Well, let's start with the minis in the bottom that we've got here. So definitely looks to be like we've got our different types of rivals or walkers. They're well sealed in the plastic. Stranger that we can save right here. These are all the same. And definitely looks to be more like these are rivals and military figures. Let's then get rid of the tape. Don't want it to stick to any of our stuff. Now, looks like we've got a mix of rivals and zombies here. There we've got some different walkers. And I do like some little pieces to tell you that they're walkers, but I would say a little disappointed in the distinctness of the miniatures. Oh, I'm just putting this guy back in the wrong spot. Is this? No. Interesting. Doesn't go back in quite the way I would have expected it to. It's definitely sticking out. Very odd. So how is this one placed in? Interesting. It needs a little bit of an extra shove to get in. So there you have it. All the walkers. This guy looks a little different. Nope. Same thing. That's just a little tight. Don't hesitate to give it a shove. And then still a little bit of tape on there. I do always like these plastic shields. They're useful. We've got our main characters. We've got Rick. You've got some more walkers. Oh, gun is definitely bent. That's very disappointing with regards to the mini. I'm guessing that's Shane. No Michonne, but there are expansions, and I believe the expansions only come with minis. So, yeah, we've got some cool characters, and I'm totally... And there's Daryl. Yeah, I was drawing a blank on the character name. Clearly, I don't watch the show enough. But in any case, that gives you a nice sample as to what you get in the box. I'm going to put everything back in there. Then I will get us all organized. And in the near future, you can expect to see, well, maybe not near future, but it's a co-op game. Those that follow the channel know that Julie loves co-op games. We'll definitely be getting this to the table, hopefully sometime within the next few months. Now, I hope you enjoyed our unboxing video. I will be back with a quick outro and letting everyone know where you can find some more of our content. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. If you like what you saw, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell to be notified as to when we will be releasing our next video. Also, down below, you're going to be seeing some links popping up to reviews that we've done on some other games, and we do have some zombie-related content available. And down below in the video description, you can find links to all of our social media feeds, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you want to see what we're currently playing, maybe get a hint as to what is to come, definitely follow us on those feeds. And with that being said, don't forget, keep playing games.